You turn the key every single morning and it starts. No warning lights blinking on the dashboard. No strange noises from under the hood. No mechanic bills eating through your savings. You just drive. That is not a dream. That is what owning the right SUV actually feels like. And in 2026, with repair costs higher than ever and family budgets stretched to the limit, choosing the wrong SUV is not just an inconvenience, it is a financial disaster waiting to happen. Today I am giving you 7 SUVs that experts have tested, owners have driven into the ground, and mechanics have barely touched. 7 vehicles that deliver on every promise on the window sticker, and then keep delivering for years after that. And I promise you, number 3 on this list is going to completely change how you think about what a reliable SUV actually looks like. Stay with me. Before we get into it, here is the one thing I need you to understand. When experts call an SUV nearly perfect, they are not talking about a flashy commercial on a mountain road. They are talking about real owners putting real miles on real vehicles and coming back with the same answer every time. No drama, no regret. That is the standard every vehicle on this list has earned. Let us start. Number 7 is the Mazda CX-5. Pull up to any stoplight in America, and chances are you will see one sitting next to you. But here is what most people driving past it do not realize. That CX-5 is probably already past 100,000 miles and running as smoothly as the day it left the lot. Mazda spent years being overlooked. While other brands were busy stacking their vehicles with complicated technology and turbocharged engines, chasing horsepower numbers, Mazda was quietly building naturally aspirated engines, meaning no turbocharger to fail, no intercooler to leak, no extra components adding repair bills down the road. The result is an SUV that Consumer Reports consistently places near the top of its reliability rankings. Owners describe the CX-5 as the vehicle they bought and then forgot was even in their driveway, in the best possible way. The interior feels like something from a luxury brand. The steering is precise and connected, and the annual maintenance cost, according to RepairPal, sits at just $482 per year. You will spend more than that on coffee this year. The CX-5 is proof that reliable does not have to mean boring. And if you think number 7 is impressive, wait until you see what is coming next. Number 6. The Honda CR-V. Walk into any mechanic shop across America and ask them which SUV they see the least of, and the CR-V is almost always in the conversation. Melanie Musson, an auto industry expert, put it plainly, the CR-V provides reliable service over 50% longer than competing SUVs in its class. Let that sink in, 50% longer. We are talking about a vehicle that owners regularly push past 200,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes and fresh tires along the way. The 2026 CR-V gets updated infotainment and additional safety features, but Honda did something smart. They left the core engineering alone, because when something works at this level, you do not break it, you do not gamble with it. You refine the edges and let the foundation keep doing what it has always done, quietly outlasting everything around it. The CR-V earns annual maintenance costs of just $407 according to RepairPal, cheaper to maintain than a smartphone plan. And here's what makes number 5 even more interesting. It does everything the CR-V does, but adds something the Honda cannot offer at this price. Number 5 is the Kia Sportage Hybrid. 5 years ago, putting Kia on a list of vehicles experts love would have raised eyebrows. Today it raises 0. Here is why that shift happened. Kia offers a 7-year unlimited mileage warranty on every new vehicle, and a warranty like that is not marketing. It is a financial bet. It means Kia's engineers sit in a room and calculate exactly what it will cost them if their vehicles break down under warranty. And then they build the vehicle specifically to avoid paying that bill. That incentive has produced a generation of Kia vehicles that mechanics see for routine oil changes and almost nothing else. The Sportage Hybrid specifically combines a proven 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with an electric motor assist that reduces strain on the petrol engine at exactly the moments when most engines take the hardest beating, acceleration from a standstill, climbing hills, crawling through traffic. Less strain means less wear. Less wear means fewer failures. Edmunds reviewers call the Sportage Hybrid a vehicle that delivers on just about every front, praising its excellent ride quality and spacious cargo area. But here is where it gets really interesting. Number 4 on this list does something the Sportage cannot, and most buyers shopping this segment have no idea it even exists. Number 4, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Rows and rows of these sitting on Toyota lots across America, except they are not sitting. They are flying off. Toyota dealers are averaging just 33 days of inventory on RAV4 hybrid models because buyers keep clearing them out faster than the trucks can deliver them. That kind of demand does not happen by accident. It happens because word spreads. Neighbor tells neighbor. Review after review says the same thing. Alan Gelfand, owner of German Car Depot in Hollywood, Florida, puts it simply. The RAV4 can surpass 200,000 miles with proper care. The hybrid version takes that foundation and adds a layer of engineering that makes it even more durable. Toyota has been building hybrid systems since 1997, nearly 30 years of refinement. The RAV4 hybrid's electric motor does not just improve fuel economy. It absorbs the hard work that would otherwise wear down the petrol engine faster. The result is an SUV that averages just $489 in annual maintenance, a 5-star safety rating from the NHTSA, and a resale value that holds so strong that used RAV4 hybrids sell for nearly the same price as new ones. Now, if you think the RAV4 is the most impressive vehicle on this list, you are not ready for what number 3 is about to reveal. Number 3, the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Stop before you scroll past this because you think you already know everything about the Tucson. Hear me out. Because what Edmunds just published about the 2026 refreshed Tucson Hybrid stopped experienced automotive reviewers in their tracks. They called it an even more user-friendly and well-rounded SUV than before. They said it delivers more than you would expect for its price, and they gave it one of their highest recommendations in the compact SUV segment. Here is why this matters. The Tucson Hybrid hits a price point, a feature set, and a reliability standard that forces buyers to ask a question that makes luxury brand dealers very uncomfortable. Why exactly am I paying $30,000 more for a badge? The Tucson's seats are described as incredibly comfortable. The cabin materials feel genuinely upscale. The fuel economy from the hybrid system keeps money in your pocket at the pump every single week. And the refreshed safety suite, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, comes standard, not as a premium add-on. This is not a compromise vehicle. This is a vehicle that makes expensive alternatives look overpriced. But here is what number 2 does that the Tucson cannot quite match. And it involves a completely different kind of confidence. Number 2, the Toyota Highlander. When Alan Gelfand, a man who spends every working day surrounded by vehicles, was asked to name the single most reliable SUV he would put his own family in, he said the Highlander without hesitating. 5-star overall safety rating from the NHTSA, available in 3-row configuration for families who need real space. An annual maintenance cost of just $489 per year, and a track record of surpassing 200,000 miles in the hands of owners who do nothing more exotic than follow the service schedule. The 2026 Highlander is not trying to be exciting. It is not chasing a sporty image or a tech-forward identity. It is trying to be the last vehicle you ever regret buying. And based on the owner data coming in from Consumer Reports and J.D. Power, it is succeeding at that goal quietly and completely. But there is one more vehicle on this list, and it is the one that experts keep coming back to when someone asks the simplest and most important question in automotive buying. If you could only choose one, which SUV would you pick without a single moment of doubt? Here it is. Number 1, the Honda CR-V? No, not this time. Number 1 on this list is the Toyota Land Cruiser. And before you say it, yes, it costs more. A lot more. Starting at around $56,000 for the base model and climbing significantly from there. But here is the data that justifies every dollar. IC Cars analyzed over 300 million vehicles and found the Toyota Land Cruiser has an average lifespan of over 206,000 miles. Over half of all Land Cruisers ever built are still on the road, still running, still starting every morning without drama. The UN uses Land Cruisers to reach disaster zones where roads do not exist. Aid organizations drive them across deserts where temperatures crack 50 degrees Celsius. Military forces rely on them in conditions designed to destroy machinery. These are not test track conditions. These are real-world situations that would reduce most vehicles to scrap metal inside 6 months. And the Land Cruiser just keeps going. The JD Power Reliability Score sits at 8.5 out of 10, ranking it number 1 in the large SUV category. The engine is overbuilt by design. The ladder frame chassis laughs at abuse that would bend a conventional unibody crossover. The 4-wheel drive system is so proven that mechanics who work on them say there is almost nothing to fix. And here is the thing about buying a Land Cruiser that buyers only realize after they own one. It is not just a vehicle. It is a decision you stop second-guessing the moment you drive it for the first time. Because everything about it, the way it starts, the way it rides, the way it handles whatever road you point it at, feels like it was engineered by people who assumed you were going to keep it for the rest of your life. And that assumption turns out to be exactly right. So there they are, 7 nearly perfect SUVs that experts keep returning to in 2026. The Mazda CX-5, the Honda CR-V, the Kia Sportage Hybrid, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, the Toyota Highlander, and the Toyota Land Cruiser. 7 vehicles built on different philosophies, different price points, different audiences, but all of them delivering the same outcome. You buy it, You drive it, you maintain it, and it rewards you with something that money genuinely cannot buy from the wrong vehicle. Complete and total peace of mind every single time you put it in drive. Here is the question I want you to answer in the comments right now. Which of these 7 would you buy today if the money was sitting in your account? Drop the name below. The answers always surprise me, and they might surprise you too when you see what other viewers choose. And if you want to know which SUVs to avoid in 2026, the ones sitting on dealer lots gathering dust because owners keep walking away from them, that video is linked right now. Watch that one next. You will thank yourself later.